Hello bros, Decidueye strikes again. So this game I will show you why Decidueye is very dangerous in solo queue, because this Pokemon should not be left over, because once you left it, especially in the Rayquaza time bros, 100% sure they will rip this. So be careful when the Decidueye has this build like the Razor Leaf, Shadow Sneak and X Attack, because 100% most of the time they will flip the Rayquaza. So make sure don't left them behind, just like this where I'm ripping the Rayquaza very fast, because Decidueye is one of the fastest Rayquaza killer in the game. But before that bros, let me tell you the build. So the build when using this Pokemon is one and only Muscle Band, because you are more relying on your basic attacks, especially when you got the Razor Leaf, and the next one is the Rapid Fire Scarp, because one and only you really need a attack speed in order for you to kill the opponents very fast. And the last build is this Scope Lens in order for you to have a critical damage to your opponent. So when you are playing the Decidueye bros, keep in mind that your Pokemon is using a knife. Yes bro, a knife. So when you are using a knife bro, you are very prone to any damage that's been given to you, especially they can kill you because they are a gun user. So you're using a knife, so make sure you hide yourself in a place where the enemy doesn't notice you, especially when the opponent has a speedster. So keep in mind, don't show yourself in the map because your weapon is only a knife. So that's a logical way when playing Decidueye. So keep in mind, you have a knife and the opponents have a gun. So make sure you hide yourself pretty well in the game, and the battle item depends on you. But I'm a Rayquaza killer. I get a 4 win streak of Decidueye just using this build. But I'm playing safely as possible because this Pokemon is very prone to death. But I'm not I'm not being dead all of the time because I hide myself pretty well, because I know that this Pokemon is very easy to kill and it is prone for that. So I'm hiding myself, hiding the presence of Decidueye, and if there's a right time, I flip the Rayquaza very fast, and that's the winning game. You just need to rip, and the damage of Decidueye bro is very good, especially running this build. The X attack, pop your X attack and pop your Razor Claw, hit the opponents, especially with the Shadow Sneak hits to your opponent. The defense of them is very good. They decrease its defense, so it is so very brutal and so easily insane, especially when killing the Rayquaza. So here I just farm a level 9. And make sure bros, when you're using your Unite move, you need to use your Unite move in a safe place. I noticed many Decidueye players uses the Unite move point blank. In melee range. I don't know what's the reason of that, but don't do that bros. If you're watching this video, do not do that because it is so bad. So here, as you've seen, the damage of Decidueye is really pretty strong, especially in the range type Pokemons, because no one can kill Decidueye in a one-on-one situation in a range type, because he is pretty strong and the damage of it is really pretty good. I tell you honestly, it is pretty good, that it is so good that you cannot kill this Pokemon because of its attack speed, the critical hit rate, the passive. Overall, this Pokemon is really a very good range type killer. So here, as you've seen, I use my Unite move in a safe place, but I will not over push myself because I know my team is in the other lane. So I keep them busy in order for them to score, but sadly the opponent is there. So here, as you've seen, I did not farm at my center lane because I know that the enemy is pushing, because that's a logical way of thinking, you should know. So I'm waiting here and the Cinder Ace will score here. So I use my Shadow Sneak and Razor Leaf, then kill this guy. So even in a one-on-one situation, I still win in Cinder Ace. So that's the right time I farm my jungle. So here you will see how fast the ripping of Decidueye. Look at that damage and the attack speed, bro. That's why you should not left this Pokemon especially in 2-minute mark. Trust me bro, many people loses because they left Decidueye ripping the Rayquaza in 2 minutes. Remember, when playing, if you have an enemy's Decidueye, make sure you're in the central lane 2 minutes, and make sure that if they rip the Rayquaza, kill the Decidueye very fast because he is very easy to kill. So that's why you should kill this guy ASAP. Really bros, ASAP kill this guy if they have Decidueye in the team. So if you want to win, kill this guy in order for them to not rip the Rayquaza very fast. So here you will see the damage of Decidueye using the Shadow Sneak and Razor Leaf. So I'm just maintaining my distance and using the Razor Leaf damage, and look at that bros. Look at that attack speed and damage. It is so pretty good. So you will see that Decidueye is not just an ordinary guy who you can bully with, especially in the 2-minute mark. But many players uses Decidueye in a wrong way. They show their presence in the map, so that's why the speedster will just go to them and kill them very easily. But you really need to be careful when using this Pokemon because you need to hide your presence first. So here I'm waiting for someone to score here, and you will see the logical way of thinking here because Cinder Ace will score here. So I'm waiting for him to fully score in order for me to kill him, and also kill him in a under 2-minute mark in order for him to not join the fight. So I purposely do that, delaying him so he could not join in the fight. So here you will see the ripping bros. Look at that bros, they leave me the Decidueye, they leave me. So that's why 100% sure bros, if you leave Decidueye you will lose the game. So that's why be careful when the enemy has a Decidueye because the ripping of Decidueye is very dangerous. I repeat, it is so dangerous that you should not left Decidueye in Rayquaza, especially in 2-minute mark. And also take note bros, you should put the logic when playing Decidueye. Decidueye is a knife user, but the opponent has a gun. So be careful, ambush your opponent, do not show your presence in the map, and make sure that you should use your Unite move in a safe place. I repeat, you have a knife, the opponent has a gun. So you need to remember that bros, because you are very easy target to the opponent, especially you don't have any mobility in this Pokemon. You just straightforward damage, 100% damage, so you are very prone to that. So be careful of that and change the mindset of using Decidueye as a brawl type because he's not a brawl type bros. So thank you bros, I hope we reach 20 likes again, and like and subscribe for more type of this content. Thank you and stay hydrated as always.